Let's bring in the third member of our Bears Game Day Live crew, Cassie Carlson. She's trying to stay dry.
Yeah,
Cassie with her Any Given Hyundai Bear Necessities. And Cassie, before we get into Kyler Gordon's return and Tyrique Stevenson going back to where the Hail Mary took place, how's the weather? How are the field conditions?
Yeah, staying dry, not going to be an option here tonight. It is a steady rain that is coming down at Northwest Stadium just outside of D.C., and it has been happening for at least the last 3 hours. It is supposed to go all the way throughout kickoff and the end of the game, and it's also very windy, so this can definitely impact how the Bears and Commanders play offensively, but I think more importantly for the Bears, it could very well affect the kicking game, especially with Jake Moody elevated off the practice squad, and Cairo Santos is inactive for this game. That could definitely be something to watch. Now, close games between the Bears and Commanders has been a thing and a theme over the last handful of years. The storylines are aplenty between both of these teams, and one of the biggest ones coming into this game is going to be Tyrique Stevenson returning to this stadium nearly a year after his role in the Hail Mary lost. That happened last year. Of course, we all remember it. And after practice one day this week, he stood at his locker and spoke for about 5 minutes, answering all the questions about what happened that day and everything that happened since. And he said it was harsh and hurt his feelings, and he definitely felt like he let down his teammates. Noticed he was getting some side eyes in the locker room from his teammates, but he said he learned an important lesson, that the game isn't over until the clock hits 0. He also said that part of the harsh reality is that he is now teaching tape for the rest of the NFL, and that he is going to have to explain his role in that play to his son one day. Now, he's also looking at the silver linings. He said if that play never happened, he would still be the same player he was a year ago today, and he feels like he has seen a ton of growth in himself.
Like I told KB this too. I definitely appreciate that, because I would have never changed. You know, I had success with my mindset and what I was doing at that time, and I feel like, you know, with that situation, it's just preparing me to grow and to mature and to be able to accept whatever situation that comes with this game and be able to stand on 10 and stand and look these men in the face when things don't go my way.
And Tyrique Stevenson is coming off of his best career game in Vegas 2 weeks ago, where he had the interception and the forced fumble and recovery. He also had a great game against Dallas a handful of weeks ago, and he feels like he wanted to play last week because he was playing so good and wants to continue to stack games. Ben Johnson said he feels like Tyrique Stevenson is starting to do a really good job of compartmentalizing everything, and he's showing a lot of mental toughness. He says, as a cornerback in this league, you have to have a very short memory, and Tyrique Stevenson knows Commanders fans here tonight are going to try and rattle him, but he said he is solely focused on proving to his 10 teammates on the field that he can be a cornerback 1 for this team, because we do know they so desperately need one with Jalen Johnson out.